The Demon Slayer movie is less than 24 hours away. So here's a recap on the Hashira's backstories. Igiro's backstory has not been in the anime or any of the movies, so he'll most likely get it in the future releases. As for Shinobu, she lost her older sister who was also a Hashira to a demon. And one of her main things is wanting demons and humans to coexist, so she strives in the medicine field to try to make a cure so that can happen. To add on, this girl Kanao, who was a orphan who was sold off by her parents, she's taken in by Shinobu and her older sister and learns the butterfly techniques. That's really it. Kanroji was basically born just hella athletic, hella strong, but because of the norms, they tried to make her be like just a housewife and just completely neglect all her strengths and abilities. So she puts all that to use in the Demon Slayer course, where she really finds her place. Gyu's backstory revolves around Sabito, the guy who trained Tanjiro to help him pass his final examination. He basically feels like Sabito deserves his spot because he risked his life to save him. So as a result, he's cold and distant to everybody because he feels so much shame. However, Tanjiro reminds him that his sacrifice should not be left in vain and that he should live his truth. Muichiro actually grew up with a twin brother, and both their parents died because A, their mom was sick, and B, the dad went to go get medicine to help the mom, but he didn't make it back because it was a dangerous journey. So long story short, they have to live alone and fend for themselves. Unfortunately, a demon will break into their house, and the mature sibling, the one who had more confidence, ends up taking a hit for the younger brother. And I guess that flipped the switch in Muichiro, and he basically just started seeing red and killed the demon in the most brutal way possible. Basically after that, he joins the corps and becomes a Hashira relatively quickly. Sanami and Genya just had a deadbeat dad, and his crooked ways ended up getting him killed. Their mom, who was now solo, got bit and became a demon. So she came back to the house and started attacking everybody, including all of his younger siblings. Luckily, the courage of his older brother saved them. Because Genya was so young and he didn't know what was happening, he didn't understand what his brother had to do to save their family. So he also feels shame for blaming his brother for doing what he had to do at that time, but also the technique that he uses nowadays where he eats demon flesh to gain the strength. Lastly, Gyomei ran an orphan house, clothed them and fed them and pretty much protected them for the whole time. Despite his generosity though, some of the kids did not listen and follow the house rules. So one of the orphans ended up staying out late and found a demon. Long story short, he snitches to save his own life and gets every one of the orphans killed except one of them. And Gyomei as well just started seeing red and started beating up the demon for hours. And the orphan who was little didn't really know what was going on, so they just blamed Gyomei. And he was supposed to be on death row, but Ubuyashiki released him from jail and made him one of the Hashiras. So comment down below if you guys have any questions or if you want any videos for this Demon Slayer movie.